Assalamualaikum dear students. Today we will study about inverse functions. Consider a function fx equal to x plus 3 for the domain 1, 2, 3. F at 1 will be 1 plus 3 means 4. F at 2 will be 5 and f at 3 will be 6. In this function 1 is mapped onto 4, 2 is mapped onto 5 and 3 is mapped onto 6. If we reverse the direction of the arrows in this figure, that maps the set codomain into the set domain. We get a new function. This is inverse of the said function. We will write it as f inverse. In this case, domain of f inverse is 4, 5, 6. If f at 1 is 4, f inverse at 4 is 1. If f at 2 is 5, f inverse at 5 is 2. If f at 3 is 6, f inverse at 6 is 3. In general, if y equal to fx, then f inverse of y is equal to x. For better understanding, we take a question. Exercise 5b, question number 3. A function g is defined by gx equal to 3x plus 4. Express g inverse in a similar form and hence evaluate g inverse at 3, g inverse at minus 4, g inverse at 1 by 2 and g inverse at minus 3 by 4. It is the given function. Let's suppose this gx is equal to y and g inverse of y equal to x. Now we express x in the form of y. In this equation number 1, making x the subject of formula, this will be x equal to y minus 4 by 3. You know, in the second line we have written by ourselves that g inverse of y is equal to x. So this is justified to write it g inverse at y equal to y minus 4 by 3. Hence we are justified to say g inverse x equal to x minus 4 by 3. Now g inverse 3 is equal to minus 1 by 3. To find out g inverse at minus 4, we will substitute minus 4 in place of x in the inverse function. It results minus 8 by 3. Now g inverse 1 by 2. We have substituted 1 by 2 in place of x and found it is equal to minus 7 by 3. G inverse minus 3 by 4. We have substituted minus 3 by 4 in place of x. This is how we have solved the numerator separately. Now we solve it further. This results minus 19 by 12. Now statement of question number 5. A function f is defined by fx equal to 8 minus 3x. Find the inverse of the function fx. Hence evaluate f inverse at 9, f inverse at minus 12, f inverse at 3 whole 1 by 3 and f inverse at minus 3 by 16. This is the given function fx equal to 8 minus 3x. Now we'll suppose that it is equal to y. We suppose y equal to fx, then f inverse of y equal to x. This function fx may be written in the form of y equal to 8 minus 3x. Now in this equation, making x the subject of formula, x is equal to y minus 8 by minus 3. Our x is equal to 8 minus y by 3. Now f inverse y is equal to 8 minus y by 3. it would be f inverse x equal to 8 minus x by 3. Out of these four parts, I will do just one for you. F inverse at 3 whole 1 by 3. It means we are supposed to find out f inverse at 10 by 3. We have substituted 10 by 3 in place of x here. This way it results 14 by 9 or 1 whole 5 by 9. Here the statement of question number 6 is, a function g is defined as gx equal to 6x minus 8 for all the real values of x. What are the elements in the domain whose images are 10, 40, minus 4 and minus 6? This is to be solved in the same way how you have solved the previous question. First we'll find out the inverse of the function, then we are supposed to find out the values. How? F inverse at 10, F inverse at 40, F inverse at minus 4 and F inverse at minus 6, right? Now the statement of the next question, number 7. Given that the function fx equal to 7 minus 3 by 5x and gx equal to 1 by 4x minus 6, evaluate each of the following. I'll do just part E and part F for you. First we find out the inverse of fx. So f inverse x is 5 by 3 into 7 minus x. Afterwards, we find out g inverse x. To find out g inverse x, first we have supposed that y is equal to gx. Z is equal to gx. Now making x the subject of formula. This way we suppose gx is equal to z. So z is equal to 1 by 4x minus 6. Now making x the subject of formula here. This way we have made x the subject of formula. This way g inverse x is equal to 4 multiplied by x plus 6. To find out g inverse at 1, we will substitute 1 in place of x. In this part E, we have to find out f inverse at 2 plus g inverse at 1. Putting the values, simply adding these two, we have found f inverse at 2 plus g inverse at 1 equal to 36 whole 1 by 3. In part F, we have to find out f inverse at 4 minus g inverse at 4. First, we will find out f inverse 4, then we will find out f inverse g inverse at 4, then we will put the values and solve it accordingly. To find out f inverse at 4, in place of x, we have put 4. So f inverse 4 results 5. Now to find out g inverse at 4, we have substituted 4 in place of x in g inverse x. G inverse 4 results 40. Putting the values and solving it accordingly, I have found that f inverse at 4 minus g inverse at 4 is equal to minus 35. Now statement of question number 8. Given that fx is equal to ax minus b, f inverse at 2, f at minus 2 is equal to 20 and f inverse at 32 is equal to 4. Find the value of a and of b. It is the statement of the question where we are given the function fx is equal to ax minus b. F at minus 2 is 20 and f at 4 is equal to 32. With this information, we'll arrange two linear equations and then solve them simultaneously to find out the values of a and b. First one equation will be 2a plus b equal to minus 20. It is equation number 1. Now the second information leads us to the second equation. 4a minus b equal to 32. This is second equation. Adding these two equations, we get a equal to 2. Putting this value of a in first equation, b is equal to minus 24. Now statement of question number 10, given that the function fx equal to 3x minus 1 by x minus 2, where x is not equal to 2, find f inverse at x and state the value of x for which f inverse x is not defined. Hence evaluate f inverse at 5 and f inverse at 7. This is the given function. We suppose that fx is equal to y, then x will be equal to f inverse y. So y is equal to 3x minus 1 by x minus 2. To make x the subject of formula, taking x common in left side, now x equal to 2y minus 1 by y minus 3. This way f inverse x is equal to 2x minus 1 by x minus 3. This f inverse x is not defined if there comes 0 in the denominator. So I may write it as, and in the denominator we have x minus 3. So f inverse x is not defined at x equal to 3. To find out f inverse at 5, I have written 5 in place of x in f inverse x and found it is equal to 9 by 2, which may be written as 4.5. Now to find out f inverse at 7 in the same way, solving it accordingly. So f inverse at 7 results 3 whole 1 by 4. Now the statement of question number 11. A function h is defined by h at x is equal to px square plus qx, given that h at 1 is equal to 2 and h at 3 equal to 36. Find the value of p and q, hence evaluate h at minus 1 and h at 2. This is the function given to us in this question. As we are given that h at 1 is equal to 2. We are also given that h at 3 is equal to 36. This way we have found two linear equations. We'll solve them simultaneously to find out the values of p and q. Multiplying equation number 1 with 3 makes the coefficients of q equal to one another. Now subtracting equation number 3 from equation number 2, we get 6p equal to 30. It results p equal to 5. Now putting this value of p in equation number 1, this way q equal to minus 3. Now putting these values in the given function, this way function becomes hx equal to 5x square minus 3x. Now h at minus 1 results 8. Now to find out h at 2 results 14. All the best. See you in the next lesson. Bye.